Man, I'm sitting here watching State of Play. That Saros looks good. It's called Saros. I just watched the gameplay. It looks pretty good. I won't buy it though. It's not my type of game, but uh, that's they don't have a release date, but it's called Saros. But it looks pretty good. Uh, March 20th of 2025. Saros. It's called Saros. Uh, Gameplay looks good. Graphics look good for the PS5. Looks good. That's the first one they popped up, so I'm gonna keep watching. I just finished watching that State of Play. They did have the Wolverine. They did play Wolverine. It looks pretty good. Uh, for me, I, I could take it or leave it because I could just take it or leave it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought for the people that's been hyped up for uh, the Wolverine game, because everybody's been talking about it, they finally said it's going to be released in fall of 2026. So you got like a whole year uh, till then, but you don't want to wish your life away, right? Uh, I, I don't really see anything wrong with these state of plays, to be honest with you, man. I was just watching them stuff, but uh, they don't do much for me because the fact that I'm just not that. When I go into getting a game, I usually just like uh ass really grip me. But Insomniac is the one that's making this Wolverine, and everybody's been jacked up for it. So I know a lot of people buy that. But next year it's gonna be pretty packed, as far as video games, because you got that you know that GTA game coming out. Everybody's jacked up for that. Man, I couldn't imagine that company, man, trying to work on that game because people are so nitpicky anymore. They're gonna be trying to find everybody's gonna be when they buy that game. It's gonna be people putting up. There's gonna be so many videos on YouTube with that GTA 6. There'll be a lot of videos up on that Wolverine as well, but GTA 6 is gonna blow it out of the water. I think 2026 is pretty much a packed house. They might have to push some games back 2026 because that's a lot of games coming out, man. It's just yeah. I mean, for me, I got plenty of games here on my shelf that I need to play, and uh, I'm just not that jacked up, to buy any of those games. There was some games on there though there was one game that looked pretty good, and then there was, like I said, Wolverine looked pretty good. And there was a lot of other games that they played, but I'm not gonna try to come up with the names or anything. But I did watch State of Play because as you guys know, I'm a casual gamer. But yeah, that Wolverine looked pretty good. When it came on, I actually sit there and said to myself, "Boy, these people are gonna be jacked up. I bet everybody that's watching this." When I seen it, I was like, "Oh man, there it is." And I said, "Man, these people probably gonna go crazy now." Uh, you know, because they finally dropped the trailer for it. I'll be honest, the trailer did look pretty good. Uh, but I never was a big Wolverine guy, so I'm just not. You know, I can't say nothing either way. But I'm glad for everybody because I know, just following these gamers that are much younger than me that plays video games. Like I told you guys, I'm late to the show, but I know a lot of people was really waiting on them to show more gameplay and when it's going to be released. So they said the fall of 2026. But you know how that is though, because a lot of times when they say they're going to drop a game fall 2026, we can get, we only got a few more months before the new year pops in. And then, once February and March rolls in, they'll probably announce they're going to push some games back, you know. Because I know a lot of games don't want to be dropped around GTA, when GTA drops, because everybody and their mom's going to be buying that game. Not me, uh, because I'm just not. I was just, I even talked to a guy at work. I said, "Hey, man, you think I like that GTA?" And he goes, he's like, just knowing from you, Vic. He goes, "I don't know if you'd like that kind." He said, "I like it." He's much younger than me. He's like 20 years younger than me. I was like, he goes, "But I don't know if you like that type of game, man." He said, He was telling me one that I might want to try. There's one, he didn't say two or one. I think he said three or something like that. But I said it don't look like my type of game. He goes, I don't think it is. He said because man, it's a lot of. I said it's just not my type of game. I remember when I was younger, I was hanging out with these people at Red Lobster. I worked at as my second job, and they were a lot younger than me, and they would, you know, I would watch them play, and I'd sit there and go like, "Wow, man!" I was just looking at them play. So I wasn't playing that many video games at that time because I was trying to take care of my kids, and then I eventually started playing not God of War, but Gears of War, but and we all know Xbox, Microsoft fell off. They done fell from grace, man. Their Microsoft is just going to be a PC box from here on out. I think they done threw in the towel, but anyway, you guys, I just thought I'd just throw up a quick video. I haven't really talked about anything video game wise because it's so nice out sometimes, man. And sometimes I want to sit in the house and chill, and then when the sun comes out and it's fall time, I just want to go outside and take a walk sometime, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna take a walk or whatever, and then I don't, or sometimes I do, and just I sit and watch that state of play. I have to admit I enjoy myself, uh, but I'm not a big type of I'm gonna come home and watch state of play. But if I know that it's coming on, and I see that I have a chance to sit down and watch it, I'll watch it. Especially if it comes on at 5 o'clock, man. I thought that's pretty slick. Come on at 5 o'clock, give a chance to everybody watch it. But I'm not really wanting any games right now. I'm actually, think about, I only have maybe 3 streaming services right now, and I have a knack sometimes of getting rid of all of them at some time, just so I can see if I can live without them, and you know, with the due to the fact that video games cost so much, and then you got Black Friday coming up pretty soon, and a lot of the games are going to go on sale. But then when I look at the horizon, the only game that I am going to buy is Metro Prime Beyond, the new one that's coming out, because they had to make that game for the original Nintendo Switch, because they know a lot of people has not bought the Switch 2. Now I can't justify buying the Switch 2 because of the fact that I don't play the Switch 1 that much. Uh, all my video game machines are sitting here and they're just sitting here. But when I want to play, I can play. That's why I keep them all hooked up, because sometimes I want to play my PS3, I want to play my PS4 Pro, I want to play my Xbox 360, I want to play my PlayStation 5, I want to play my Xbox Series X because I got games for that, and then I got my Steam Deck. And I just feel like I don't really need to buy any more consoles, and I don't really need to buy any more games. And the thing is, the only game that I said I was gonna buy is Metroid Prime Beyond, and and uh, you know, I did buy Star Wars Outlaw. I'm glad I bought that game. I'm glad I'm enjoying that game. I cannot wait talking. I have been. It's been so long since I've been able to put up a video and say, "Oh, I beat this game," and blah blah. It's like, God, man, I'd be glad when I can beat some of these games, but they're so time consuming. It's like right now, man, it was supposed to rain, and I was just wanting to chill. Now the sun's out, and the leaves are falling, and it's pretty out. I just might go outside and take a walk. You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that, man. And then you come home, you got to pack your lunch. It's just. I don't like saying it's not enough hours in the day, because there is enough hours in the day. It's just what you pick to choose to do. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. I really like to put up more freaking games that I beat, but they're just so time consuming. You know, By the time I get off work, man, I come home, man. It's either I gotta work out or I gotta do, and you don't have to, but I want to, and I really like to beat some of these games, and I think that bothers me a little bit, because when I look in this house and see all the vast amount of movies I own, and how many video games that I got video games sitting right there that still, some of them games over there you guys see, some of them ain't even open. And I just can't justify, dropping $70 for a game right now, which it doesn't bother me if I really wanted the game. But what bothers me is the fact that I'll go out and buy a game and then I'll end up playing it for a couple of days and I'll put it on the shelf. This is $70 wasted. It's not $70 wasted. It just felt like there's $70 I didn't need to spend. So what I need to do is just look over here at this little shelf over here, and I need to just get these games complete. If it takes the next 3 or 4 years to complete them, because the more I play games and the more I beat games I own, then the more games that I find that I want to play, they'll be cheaper to buy by the time I get to them. So that's just like Borderlands 4. I know daggone well I ain't gonna play Borderlands 4. I'm gonna do like Teeny Tiny Wonderland. I'm gonna play it a little bit, put it on that shelf over there. Now, am I gonna play, Teeny Tiny Wonderland? Yes, I am, but I don't know when. Am I gonna finish Star Wars Outlaw? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish that, but it's so much to do. And it's like, I don't really want to rush through a game just because I have a YouTube channel, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, this YouTube channel, I like it, but I don't want it to take over my life like, I'm trying to drop just content after content after content, because I feel like I'm not being real, you know what I mean? Not gonna lie to y'all, man, I cannot do video games like movies. I could take a movie in right here, man. I could spend an hour and a half watching a movie. I could upload a short review, tell you about it. Not a video game. Video game is time consuming. You got to play it, and just, these people that can play these video games, man, that can just get through them real fast. My hat's off to them. I don't know how they do it, man. They can do it. My son does it. My other son does it. My young son can do it. I mean, I just cannot. I just can't do it, man. It's just, you know. I've been known to sit here and say I'm just gonna chill out, and then when I say I'm gonna chill out, I end up putting on my shoes and going outside, taking a walk or taking a short bike ride. I do stuff like that, and then by the time I come home, man, I just end up watching a movie or something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys, I didn't see anything wrong with State of Play. I thought it was very interesting, and I just wanted to put something up on my channel because I haven't put nothing up on, far as video game wise. But I watched it. I thought it was cool. Somebody like me, I can't sit there and say, oh, you'll probably have some people say, I'm not saying this, but people have their reactions up and they'll have that, oh, this was terrible. And then they say, except for Wolverine, or they'll be like, oh my God, Wolverine finally dropped, and they'll have their thumbnail with like, oh, like that. And I don't do stuff like that because I'm not that type of gamer. And plus, I'm not gonna lie, I don't get excited like that. I don't put my face up there like, right, I just don't do that because I'm like, damn, you got that excited over a game? But I ain't gonna lie, they could be that excited because those people have played video games till they were bottle fed. Probably. I'm not. I'm late to the game, man. Like I said, I'm just late to video games. I'm just not that kind of video game. Like now, there's nothing that's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Metroid Prime Beyond, Metroid Prime Beyond, yeah, I'm ready for that. But I'm not like that kind of make that face kind of like. But yeah, I'm definitely looking for that. And I ain't gonna lie, if I ever get on here and tell you I finished the video game, I'll be jacked up because I'm like, guys, this is how I'll do it. I was like, you ain't gonna believe it. It's been forever on a day since I told y'all I beat the game. But guess what? I finally beat the game, and that's the excitement I'll show. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I get frustrated, man. I can't finish these games, man. And I need to sit down and try to finish these games. But I was at work trying to figure out how I can try to finish these games because I got all these games on the shelf, and I got a lot of them over here that's not even finished. They're started, but they're not finished. And I need to get them finished. And that's why I think it's just not wise to be dropping money on video games when you're not even finishing the games you got over here. Don't get me wrong. There's some games over there that's finished, and don't get me wrong. There's games over there. I got rid of a lot of games over there. You know, I just knew I wasn't going to play them, and I got rid of. I got rid of some nice games. I got rid of God of War. Got rid of the second God of War. I got rid of Spider Man. I got rid of Spider Man 2. I got rid of Spider Man Miles Morales. I got rid of Ghost of Tsushima. I got rid of all those. I knew I wasn't going to play them. I mean, when I got rid of them, I said to myself, man, Vic, why'd you buy these? You know you wasn't going to play them. And I got rid of them, though. And my son played those games, but he didn't play the Ghost of Tsushima. And all those games were good, man. I just knew I wasn't going to play them. The only one I regret I didn't keep would be the first Spider-Man. I didn't see anything wrong with that, but there was just elements in that second Spider-Man I didn't care for. God of War, for some reason, I just could not get into God of War. I don't know why. That axe throwing part was cool. I can't figure out why that didn't connect with me, because I sit there and go, man, how come I'm not getting into this game? And I kept sitting there looking at that game playing. I was like, man, I should be liking this game, man. I can't sit there and say I didn't like it. It just didn't, for some reason, like, grip me for some reason. I don't know why. I wish it did, because I would have it. I got rid of both of them. God of War Ragnarok and God of War Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. Miles Morales. Ghost of Tsushima. Got rid of all of them. That was a ton of money I spent on that, and that's why I'm not really going to buy any more video games. And I'm kind of happy that I'm doing this, because I have to honestly admit that I actually can tell you, by me slowing down on buying stuff, I actually feel like I'm saving money, because I got so much over here that I can play. It's not even funny. And not to mention, man, streaming services and stuff, you just want to, sometimes you just don't feel like having all those streaming services. That's why I buy so many movies. Like, sometimes I've noticed that, man, lately, I just want to pop in a DVD instead of getting on the streaming services and scrolling to see what they got. So, anyway, you guys, that's my reaction to State of Play. I thought it was fine. I thought it was cool. And it was kind of cool to sit down and actually sit back and just watch it. As far as me having input on it, not really. I remember when they did play the Wolverine and said that it's coming out in fall. I remember sitting on this couch right here saying, man, there's going to be a lot of happy people, because there's been a lot of people wanting the game to come out. I've never been a big Wolverine fan. I've never been, no, I've been I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, but the game just, I don't know. You think I would keep the Spider-Mans, because back I'm a huge Spider-Man, because my kids, when they grew up, I would tell them how much I used to live on a farm, and I used to talk about how to read the Spider-Man books, but I just couldn't, maybe one day when they're on sale, but that's kind of silly, because you already have them, so why do you want to rebuy them again? Anyway, that's it. God bless. We'll catch you next video. We'll see you.